Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Today we're gonna hang out with the trees. Hey, what's up? Kind of a quiet morning here now. There was like a dump truck and gravel dropping at my neighbors, and then the garbage guys came, and they love to smash the garbage right in front of my house. and just a lot of action going on here. Yesterday there was like 20 or 30, I don't remember how many, old cars that drove through my town, like the first cars that were ever made, like they looked like that. So I live in a really interesting place. I love it, and I'm happy to hang out with the trees today. I was just hanging out in the middle of my 3 pear trees out in the yard. Now, you know my snake story, right? And I've really been trying to be so reflective about that and get all the messages. This snake has come with so many messages, but one more that I just realized this morning. At night, I've been working with the Archangel Michael Oracle deck, and I keep pulling the card, go outside more, along with some other cards that like keep on popping up. Like, yes, one of them is the romance angels are working for you. But one that keeps popping up like ridiculously a lot is spend more time outside. And I'm like, okay, I get it. But this morning, I'm thinking like, well, maybe the snake will just decide to leave on his own because he doesn't really like the dogs out there, because I'll take the dogs outside more. And then it occurred to me, that was why I keep on getting this card all the time. I'm not spending enough time outside. Like, it could be my garden, but because this year I didn't like having new neighbors that are always outside splashing around their swimming pool, screaming their faces off, like I have not put in the time in my yard like I normally do. So if you don't claim your garden, hello, someone else will. So that is yet another message of the snake. And that makes sense that I keep on like getting this card from Archangel Michael. He's like, well, go claim your space then. Just be outside more. And the dogs too will help with that. Maybe just make it like less of a place where the snake wants to be. I don't even think now I need to trap it so much as just be outside more. And then maybe he'll leave on his own, because he's got a lot of nice places to live around here. He could certainly relocate. And then as I was walking around in my yard this morning, I saw a lot of cool things. I saw a Queen Anne's lace jump up in the middle of the yard, like the lawn. And that was significant to me because just yesterday I told my best friend, Austria Oracle, please remind the universe that I am a queen and to stop sending me the riffraff, aka menfolk that fall into that category. And then this morning I see Queen Anne's lace. I see 2 daisies, which reminded me to stay innocent and stay focused on having innocent, pure attraction and love in my life and fun in my life. And then I saw a lot of heal all, self-heal. That was very significant. A lot of clover in the yard, echinacea, bee balm. Like, there was a lot of like flower friends to hang out with and a lot of messages to be had. So now we're gonna hang out with our tree guides and get a message from them. It's been like so intense with them. Like, I kind of was dragging my feet to get here. It's 10:28 now. Because, like, not saying like that it's feeling like work, but like even yesterday, manifesting more joy, that was a banger. That was a friggin' banger of a lot of like intense energies. Tarot day, that's what we're calling it now. Tarot day, that was also a banger. And yeah, Tulsi this week, intense, of course, right? She's reminding us to be holy and sacred. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'd love the trees to take it easy on me today. But I also get it if they're like, if they want to bang me too, I get it. Like, remind me that like, I am awakening to my purpose. I am deepening my spiritual awareness. So that, yeah, the messages have been pretty massive. We have a great message from Tulsi this week. Let's do our affirmations real quick, and then I'll shuffle the soul trees. Not the soul trees. Yes, the soul trees. The soul trees oracle cards. Yes, I did drink coffee, and I'm still dumb. Tulsi is really, really just patting us on the back, encouraging us to remain devoted to our spiritual work. And I get it. So even last night, I was like, what should I do for a little bit? I sat down with Flossie, highlighted the next chapter of the book. It felt intense. Like, so I didn't end up writing any notes per se, but I'm just like chipping away at things, staying devoted, staying focused, reading a little bit every night of Women Who Run with the Wolves. You guys, that is such a good book. Have you read it? A lot of people are like, yeah, I've read it. And my one friend, she's like, yeah, I own it. And then she laughed at herself. She's like, yeah, I own it. Even though then I thought to her, beautiful soul, you need to read it the fuck again. Anyways, don't you love bitches who love each other? But anyways, I've been reading that at night. The story in it that I read last night was so synchronistic with what happened yesterday. It was a story about Bluebeard, you know, these men who prey on us. And one of the riffraff that came out of the woodwork, my old lover texted me out of the blue yesterday, you know, and it was a good test from the universe because I wasn't really happy to hear from him. There was nothing significant or meaningful really about the interaction. Like, it was nice, like I wished him well, like in my head and heart space, and it was just a quick texting. Of course, he loves black snakes. But anyways, he sent me a picture of him, so I know what he's all about. But he didn't like ever come out and say like, I've missed you, or wow, it's been a long time. Like, it just is like really odd. But it was good, I guess, for me to have that experience and not be emotionally tied to it. So anyways, I took his picture that he sent me and I edited it for him to look very, very blue. Like Bluebeard, if you're familiar with the Bluebeard story. And I put the quote on his picture what the youngest sister said about Bluebeard. Oh, his beard isn't that blue, right? So anyways, look up that story about Bluebeard. It basically is, you know, this guy who lures in his young wives, right? The young, the naive, the preyable, not wholly preyable, like animalistic prey. A bull. And yeah, he just like kills them and then like shoves their carcasses into this one room. And this story was like him giving his wife, quote, freedom. You can do anything you want in my kingdom or my land, you know, he's rich. And he's like, but don't use this one key. You can open any room but this one. And that, of course, is the one where he hides all the dead wives that he's chopped their heads off. All right, so anyways, it's like he's giving her a false sense of freedom, and then, you know, it ends well. Her brothers save her at the end, you know. However, the story represents like us being naive, us being blind to someone's poison or prey upon us, or when we like find ourselves in relationships that are destructive. Okay, so granted, this guy is not going to try to chop off my head, but his alcoholism is poison. He might as well. His alcoholism might as well behead me, you know what I mean? Because it's that destructive and poisonous in my psyche. So I tied him into this story that I just read, and I was laughing, you guys. I was laughing and laughing because I was like, well, his beard really isn't that blue. The fuck it ain't, you know? So I've really had so many beautiful synchronicities, and I'm loving seeing like all the tie-ins in my life and how spirit is working with me to play with me. And even this morning, like when I woke up and I saw the numbers 9, 16, I thought to myself, look those numbers up in the Bible and see what kind of verses come in. And I can't remember what book it was in. I don't know if it was like Matthew or I don't know. But there was one of the 9:16 verses that was about a rainbow, and like that tied into yesterday. I was talking about the rainbow dragon, and it's just really cool to start to connect the dots in our life and start to feel really like playful about it. Like, wow, my life is really making sense. Maybe only to just me, but that's fine because it's me in spirit. You know what I mean? It's me in consciousness. It's me and Jesus. And even that's what my Jesus calling book, when Jesus called me this morning, he was also saying that, like, let my light shine through you, you know. So anyways, affirmations. Would you like some? Let's do it, because it's already Thursday. And Tulsi's like, give me more attention. Please, attention to me. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our incredible herb of the week, Tulsi. And I thank you and I dedicate them all to you. Blessings. I am holy. I am sacred. I come home to myself. I awaken to my purpose and deepen my spiritual awareness. I have faith that all is well. My devotion to my holy work spreads goodness to all. I am lifted to greater understanding. I am holy. I am sacred. I come home to myself. I awaken to my purpose and deepen my spiritual awareness. I have faith that all is well. My devotion to my holy work spreads goodness to all. I am lifted to greater understanding. So be it. All right, Synchronicity Bangers. That's what I called that segment. Yeah, Synchronicity Bangers. You gotta love them. You gotta love them. So my devotion to my holy work spreads goodness to all. So yesterday I ran some errands with my mom. That was fun. We went to the grocery store, and the whole point of going into town for me was to get the New Year homeschool paperwork notarized and submitted to the district office, which closed at 2, and there I am trying to open the door at 2:20. Honestly. So that means I gotta drive back into town. I should just go do it today. I also have to return my clothesline that was too short. Like, this house, every time I turn around, I'm like thinking to myself, what was the guy who built it thinking? Like, why would he put, once again, most people put their clothesline so that a 50-foot line will fit, right? Like, nope, he just went that extra 4 feet. And so now it's like, now nothing works in this house, not even the clothesline. So I gotta take that back. And there was a cute guy working at the True Value hardware store, and my mom was like, he was cute. And I'm like, Mom, riffraff, please. Please, Mom, please. Please. He was kind of cute though, but I'm like trying to like stay so focused on like actually manifesting someone that like I have something in common with, not just that. Oh, we can have that in common. Trust me, we will have one thing in common that we like to do together. But like, I'm just like almost to the point, it's like, you know what? It would be nice to be able to like have a conversation. And that's what yesterday reminded me of, like, yeah, you thought you really liked this person, but like actually intellectually, there wasn't much there, was there? Okay. What do the trees want to talk about? We're cutting Sadie off. We're cutting Sadie off with her petty but funny life happenings with her synchronicity bangers. Okay, so one chucked itself out on the floor. One's laying on its side in the middle of the deck, and we might have to honor the top and bottom. Okay, so who chucked itself out? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Live from your heart. Oh, good. I thought it was going to be the heal your heart, right? Because we're always having to heal our hearts, right? All the time. Okay, live from your heart literally chucked itself out. Now, the one on the side that is also coming out from the side is inner power. On the top is 6th chakra, 3rd eye reversed, and on the bottom is awakening reversed. This is so Tulsi. This is so holy basil, isn't it? Is this not? Like, I just love, hey, synchronistic bangers. I love it. Thank you for this synchronistic banger. Live from your heart. That is where you'll get your inner power. This inner power tree has taken the spotlight. Do you ever watch dance routines? Do you ever watch dancers and there's 4 dancers, 3 or 4 dancers, but and they're all doing a good job. They're all doing great, but it's that one at the front that they purposely put on in the front. And there's even a name for that dancer. I'll have to ask my friend Asiel. He would know, because he's a dancer. But like they have like either like an outfit or something about them that's like the focal point. So this inner power tree is definitely the focal point dancer with these other beautiful trees. Like, everybody's good, right? Everybody's beautiful, but this one is like, you it's the one you're gonna watch the most. It's hot. It's purple, orange, hot pink, yellow colors in the card. It's a banger. It's a synchronistic banger. Synchronistic banger. That's my new favorite thing of all time ever. So the awakening is here. The 6th eye chakra activation is here. They are here. And a big, big message. One so much that it shoots out of the deck onto the floor. To live from your heart. To live from your heart now, okay? Your guidance will come in through the 6th chakra, through the 3rd eye. You will be guided. You will know what to do, but you don't have to use your small mind to figure everything out. You need to live from your heart and allow this inner power to come up from you, in through you, to flow through you, to be activated within you, and allow that to fuel you. So yeah, we've got the awakening and 6th eye, 3rd eye gifts or abilities being woke now. Now, isn't that interesting? Because we are going to be talking about that with our next angelic herb special episode with Archangel Raziel. I believe that's who it is, but I know that's awakening your spiritual gifts. And that is like a topic all over the damn place. If you listen to woo-woo channelings and, ascension videos or what have you, that is a topic. Your psychic abilities coming online, your 5th dimensional gifts being activated, right? So that's also what the trees want to talk about too. So that's coming. I feel like those are reversed and those are on the sides of this. Those are coming. Your awakening is coming on. Your 6th eye, 3rd eye chakra vision coming on. But right here, right now, your inner power is available to you as long as you start to live from your heart. As you live from your heart, you will feel your inner power. So I know that's what I tapped into last night. I was like, thank you, universe, for sending me the riffraff test. Thank you, universe, for, tempting me here, tempting me at the hardware store, tempting me there, trying to get me distracted from with this lower. I mean, I love these people. I love everybody, but I mean, it's lower vibe. It's lower expectancy. It's settling. It would be a distraction, and I'd have fun, but it wouldn't be essentially what is the best for me. So I really appreciated like a little quiz, a little test with that in my life, because it's like I wasn't thrown off really last night. I just got back on track. I'm reading, I'm exercising, I'm enjoying the music, right? Read books and do squats, grow your mind and your butt. Like that's just been like my theme lately. And living from my heart, enjoying my bed, not feeling lonely, being alone but not feeling lonely, really tapping into my inner power, loving my life right now, and not feeling, trying to understand it's not lacking anything except at times my attention to the present moment. That's the only thing that my life could possibly be lacking. It's just my present awareness. So anyways, as I get more into the now moment, I'm activating my inner power, loving who I am, and living from my heart. And then the awakening and the sixth eye chakra and the psychic abilities, they're coming. They're here. They're trickling in. They're coming in. Did I tell you about my cemetery? Did I tell you about my cemetery experience? I don't know if I did or not, to tell you the truth. Okay, so sorry if I'm repeating myself, but last Saturday when I was I'll just tell you real quick in case I already told you. When I was at the cemetery listening to the sermon memorial for my best friend's mom, okay, I was letting the sun hit my face. I was enjoying the now moment, like being respectful, not too fidgety, right? Really, even though like I wasn't like living off of every word this woman was saying, like she really wasn't that profound of a speaker, but I was getting into my space of enjoyment, of celebration, of peace for my friend Victoria. And I'm just being there in this openness, in this light, literal light and spiritual light, energetic light, openness. And all of a sudden I hear, sense, know. I say hear because it's in my head, not really in my ears, but in my head, I hear a voice that says, look who you're standing on. I was like, okay, because like that wasn't my thought. I wasn't even thinking at that point in my life. And I thought, oh shit, am I standing on someone's grave and that's rude? Like I wasn't even, because it was like that type of cemetery that has the flat graves, like I don't know, like there's the flat stones on the ground, and I was like, oh man, like is this rude to be standing like here? But I followed the question, look who you're standing on, and I was like, ah shit, and I looked down because I thought I was personally maybe out of line or something. I look down and I see the last name Milliron, and I'm like, oh my God, Milliron is the name I was born with. Like it's the name that was initially on my birth certificate. Yeah, Sadie Marie Milliron. And in that moment, I understood that I was supposed to forgive that family. I was supposed to forgive my past. I was supposed to forgive my father for being an abusive alcoholic. I was supposed to forgive that family for screwing me out of $60,000. And like when my grandma died, they somehow got my name off of the inheritance. Well, I know, they're slimy fucks. But anyways, in that moment, I realized that I was supposed to let it go. Just as we were burying the ashes of my friend's mom, I was supposed to bury that hatchet, bury that resentment, bury that cord, bury whatever. But anyways, it was a pretty creepy and cool moment to be standing there, literally thinking nothing, just being open. Hear the suggestion, look who you're standing on, and look down and see the last name. Well, that's my name. And I just look at the ticker, it says 1133. And so anyways, I'm proud of myself for not squealing in that moment or being like, ah, fuck, you know what I mean? Like way to hold it together. But I was like, dang. So anyways, that's what I'm saying. Our awakening gifts, our intuitive gifts, they are upping their game. They are coming online because I'm hearing more and more voices in my head, maybe, if that's a good way to describe it. I'm getting more directions and clues and suggestions that aren't me exactly, but yet it's intuitive. So anyways, that was my creepy but cool cemetery experience, and that was my very beneficial experience because it's true. I do need to let that go. I need to let it all go. So I appreciate the message from Spirit, and I appreciate them doing it in a powerful, magical way that impressed me and wowed me and made me go, oh wow, this shit's getting real. Like, things are getting weird, and I like it. Thank you. Finally. So anyways, that's what the trees want to talk about. Living from your heart, feeling your inner power, letting that inner power help you live even more from your heart. And just heads up, the awakening energies, your sixth chakra, third eye abilities are coming in. Yeah, so your abilities are coming in. How do you feel about that? Does that excite you to think about more of your abilities being activated or being brought online, or just, hey, what's up? Here's your spiritual gifts. Knock, knock. Who's there? Oh, hey, it's your spirit guides. I just wanted to bring you some more spiritual gifts. All right, so let's bring out the wisdom of the Trees Oracle. And I'm going to give it a swirl in my hand here. So, I didn't light any incense this morning, but I just smelled it all of a sudden. Like, I just got a whiff of, like, where'd it go? Of, like, incensey, Nag Champa, and smell, maybe more Indian variety smell of incense. Of course, that could just be it wafting, and, like, I've got just containers full of incense. It's one of my things that I do, but just buy incense just to buy it, because I love it. But it's a good day to burn something because it's so humid, moist. It's definitely gonna rain again. It's cool. I love it. The air is cool today. So, but this is how it was yesterday morning too. And then by afternoon, it was sunny and nice. And I actually dried a load of kitchen towels, and they dried to a crisp. And that was like putting them out like at 4:30. So the day can change here. Absolutely. All right. So let's see what else the trees want to talk about, or if they want to elaborate on the sixth chakra, or our awakening, or living from our heart, or our inner power, or our abilities that are coming in. We've got sugar maple. Nice. All right. So where do we want to put sugar maple? Right there, right here, right under inner power. All right, let's see what the sugar maple says. Sugar maple, yum, yum, yum. I love maple syrup so much. I love that a maple tree planted itself in my yard. I don't know if it's I don't know what kind of maple. I don't know how to tell the difference. But a sugar maple is all about versatility. And the message right away, it was right side up. It says, are you getting stuck in a rut in some area of your life? If so, do your best to become more versatile and flexible in your ideas and attitudes. Learn to embrace change wholeheartedly, even if you do not know what it will lead to. Okay, this physically is like, Sadie, keep doing your stretches. Okay, someday we're going to be able to touch them toes. But also, I have to always really be aware that, like, my body is so rigid because there's something in me, in my mental scape, that is also rigid, right? So our minds and our bodies are directly connected. And it's like, if I could be more versatile and flexible, embracing change wholeheartedly, embracing change wholeheartedly, then, you know, I could see that being reflected in my physical form as well. So Sugar Maple Deva says, although my leaves are green in the spring, they have changed color dramatically by the time they drop in autumn. I can show you how to introduce similar versatility into your own life to make you stand out as a unique individual. So that is really funny that I definitely wanted to put it under the inner power tree, which is the dancer, that's standing out. It's the tree that's standing out. And sugar maple is saying like, yeah, and the more you can be flexible and versatile in your own life, you know, it'll help you to be a unique individual, help you stand out. The sugar maple is much loved because its leaves turn spectacular reds, purples, oranges, and yellows each autumn. And as I said yellows, and I was like dragging that word out, I was inspired to look up at the ticker on the recording clock, and it said 4:41, which is my birth time. So yellow, what? And there is yellow, oh my God, there's yellow leaves on the inner power tree. So today I will definitely take pictures of the cards. Yesterday, for joy, we had a dozen cards, and I didn't take one stinking picture yesterday. And I put them away. And then I realized later that I never posted on Instagram, and I thought, well, I do not feel like taking out all those cards again. Because even my daughter was like, well, that's going to take you forever to find all those cards again. And I thought, you know what? I'm not doing it. Even though the perfectionist in me was appalled, completely appalled at this idea. Instead, I just posted a picture of my legs snuggling my big old crystals and rocks in my crotch. My amethyst in my crotch. That's what I posted instead, because I was just like, you know what? This perfectionism can take a hike today. I am not spending an hour going through all my decks, finding these cards to take a picture that literally 10 people at the most might see on Instagram, because Instagram's such a probably a waste of my time. But anyways, I was like, nope, just do something different. Even though I've never done this before, it's like, here it is. So it's like, be versatile, because sometimes in those moments, it's just like your mind might think that you have to do one thing one way, but your heart knows you can say, fuck it, I'm doing this instead, and everything be okay. And actually, maybe that made me a more interesting Instagram poster. I don't know. Maybe not. But it's definitely, you know, it was definitely that moment that I was just going to be my unique individual self. So, yellow though. Yellow. I hung on that word, yellow leaves. And there are yellow in this inner power tree. The background is hot pink. The tree itself is a purple trunk, and it moves up into orange branches, and the leaves are yellow. It's a very bright card, very powerful card. Flamboyant, if you will. Yellow leaves though. And here's some yellow leaves on the sugar maple. So where is yellow in our chakra system? Solar plexus, right? So that to me says, like, keep working on your self-esteem, keep working on your willpower, keep working on knowing who you truly are. These changing colors are among the most notable natural features of Canada and New England at this time of year. In recognition of this, the Canadian flag features a stylized red maple leaf. The sugar maple is also valued for the sap that is extracted from its trunk and turned into syrup. According to a story from the Native American Saulteaux tribe, Nana Boozhoo, the creator, showed tribespeople how to collect the sap without doing unnecessary damage to the tree. So yeah, this sugar maple is a sweetheart. It gives us its sap, you know, and then we make maple syrup. I love maple syrup. I added some to some heavy whipping cream the other night and made a maple syrup whipped cream. We had blueberries on it, and then we all got stomach aches because we ate too much. Like, that was just too much heavy whipping cream at once. But the maple syrup was yum. So versatility. Do not let your desire for the good things in life develop so powerfully that it begins to dominate your actions, making you inconsiderate or greedy, or having an impact on your health. Strive to find some balance. So we're only going to do the sugar maple because right now, as it said the word balance, I see that this layout is very balanced indeed. it looks kind of like a tree itself, or maybe like a start of a T, or yeah, like maybe a T shape. So anyways, yeah, balance, be versatile, get to know who you truly are so that it adds to your inner power, so that you can live from your heart, so you can be as sweet and as generous as a sugar maple. And each fall, you know what I mean? It's like, shine yourself, like show your flamboyant leaves, you know what I mean? That's what the inner power is too. Like, go ahead and be you. Go ahead and live from your heart. Now, the live from your heart tree, I don't know if I really described it. It's like on the base of the trunk, there's green, like green grass, and then blue, then there's a little belt of blue, dark Archangel Michael blue. Then the trunk goes white, light. There is a little splotchy pink and yellow, but it's creamy. It's white. And then the branches, the creamy goes into a green. So it's a very yummy card, like just fresh. I love the coloring of it. It's like real summer sailor colors to me in a way. Like let's get on the yacht and wear creamy pants and a blue shirt, blue and green striped shirt. I don't know. It just seems like that to me. So you can live from your heart and show your colors any way you want. You don't have to wear hot pink and orange and purple unless you want to. But Sugar Maple is saying, like, hey, when it's that time for you to be versatile and for you to be a little fancy, you go ahead and get fancy. All right, so we're just going to roll right into the Celtic trees, because I have a feeling maybe 2 is appropriate for today, but maybe just 1. I don't know. If it's just one, we'll have a lopsided. If it's just one, we'll have a lopsided layout, and I'm okay with that, because I'm the Sugar Maple saying, hey, be versatile. Maybe that's what you need to do. But I feel like maybe the Celtic tree will help us. Like Sugar Maple is helping us, reminding us that that solar plexus chakra is really probably where we're at right now, because we've done a lot of the root and sacral work, even though that is still expressed in the inner power tree. But we're almost to that point now where it's like our focus is on the solar plexus going into the heart chakra. So we are moving up. I feel like the trees are saying, yeah, you really are doing your work. Hey, if I would still have like tons of like vulnerabilities in my root and sacral chakra, that text message yesterday would have made me yearn and cry and activate my pain body and make me feel like, oh gosh, like maybe I should connect. And it didn't. It didn't, because I've done my healing work there, and I'm moving up into my solar plexus, into my inner power, so that I can continually do my elevation and vibration work and start to feel that essence, start to come into my heart space, start to live from my heart, and yeah, be ready for my gifts to come online. Okay, so we're going to do the top and bottom. One came off from the bottom. It's number 25, More the Sea. And on the top, it's the Holly, number 8. They are both reversed. They are both reversed. So 25, 2 plus 5 is 7, and then 8. So essentially we got 7, 8. 7, 8, 9. Why was everybody afraid about 7? Because 7, 8, 9. That's right. You remember that. All right, let's just jump right to the reversed messages. We're going to do that, and then we'll go back and read keywords and shit if we need to. All right. More the Sea is the water scene that I was just telling you that I was getting dressed for. I was wearing my creamy colored white pants and my navy blue and green shirt, my polo shirt. My shirt that goes good on the golf course and on the yacht. Now I'm on the sea, number 7, More the Sea, but it is reversed. Oh, I said I wasn't going to read anything at the beginning, but I saw the totems are the water nymphs and the fairies. And I am so loving the fairies lately. I actually just ordered a book off of Thrift Books last night by Ted Andrews about connecting more with the fairies, because my fairy deck is coming from the UK, and Archangel Michael wants me to be outside more, and I know what that means. It means go play with the fairies, Sadie. So reversed more of the sea, M-O-R, more of the sea. That is so funny because those are the first 3 letters of the person who texted me yesterday. Funny. No more. Thank you. You may have strayed from your origins, but it is now time to realign with your ancestors. You may feel that you are at sea. If so, take a time out. Stop moving so fast. Listen to your inner guidance. If you are separated or estranged from your family or loved ones, it might be time to reconnect. If your connection to your mother is in need of healing, more asks you to embark on a healing strategy. If you do not feel good about your own body, it is time for healing. It is time to come to acceptance of your own shape, form, and size. That is true for me. And that would also be true with, the solar plexus too, getting your self-esteem up, accepting who you are, accepting your own shape, your own form, your own size. You may live your life on the surface, but fail to dip into the depths of your inner life. Within the deep ocean of your being, you will find regeneration and a deeper connection to the sacred. More calls out to your deepest nature and supports your courage in entering the process of inner discovery. She offers you healing for your deepest wounds. So I love that she is to the right of inner power, right under awakening, and to the right too of the sugar maple. All right, let's jump to the reversed holly. I had to take my mother's phone call there. She's going to return the boots that she bought yesterday. I'm going to return the clothesline. She's going to return the boots. So we might go into town again together, but I don't know if we can time it right. It's already after 11. Ooh, where do these days go? All right, now holly reversed is on the other side of sugar maple and inner power, and this is under the 6th chakra, 3rd eye. Holly reversed says, is it possible that you are shirking? Wait, it's not shrinking. Wait, there's no N in this word. Is it possible that you are shirking your responsibility by avoiding conflict? Okay, I legit have never heard of this word. Like, is this a typo? Did they meant shrinking? Or is there actually a word that's shirking? Okay, it says shirking definition. Present participant. Wait, it means the present of shirk. Okay, what the hell does shirk mean? To avoid work or duty, to avoid or neglect. Okay. Are you avoiding your responsibilities? Are you avoid working? Is it possible that you are shirking, avoiding work, avoid your responsibility by avoiding conflict? What the hell? Now I'm even more confused. Is it possible that you are shirking your responsibility? So avoiding, maybe it means avoiding your responsibility by avoiding conflict. Okay. Holly's saying, like, are you avoiding conflict, but then like also you're avoiding your responsibility? Perhaps you are trying to sweep problems under the rug. Is there injustice in your life? Are you witnessing a situation in which a perpetrator is bullying or otherwise harming a victim? Are you that victim? If so, it is time to get help. Stand up for yourself before the situation gets entirely out of hand. If things are not in balance, attend to the process of returning to balance. You may not be prepared to take on a fight now and need some time to develop your strategies and strength. Ask others to help you. Also, do you find yourself immersed in fights in your important relationships? It is time to make room for difference and let love move you into wholeness rather than duality. You might have to seek help in order to encourage this process. Now, this is interesting to me because we were talking about Bluebeard and Bluebeardism, which can definitely mean that you're in a situation where, yeah, he's not gonna murder you, but he's preying on you, and it's like sometimes this happens so innocently too. Like the person you love or are in a relationship has, like, right, for example, he's an alcoholic or he's got problems, or and you try to love him and love him into wholeness and love and heal. Or maybe you brush, like, oh yeah, your husband drinks every fucking day, but like you just brush it under the rug and pretend like that's not a problem, right? For the sake of peace, you've been brushing things under the rug. So that's interesting because that's also under the Bluebeard story, right? The Bluebeard archetype. So it's like, hey, if your life is out of balance, because Sugar Maple, she wants you in balance. That's why we only had her in the trunk. She was enough. She wants balance. But she's saying, yo, like, if that needs to be remedied, you need to move into wholeness. You need to move into love. You need to stop fighting, or maybe stop being blind, right? Get help. Stop being the victim, even if it's a nice victimhood, right? Like, well, he loves me. Right? He really cares for me. Yeah, but like, his alcoholism is not just poisoning his liver, it's poisoning your life, and like you're just pretending like it's not a problem. I have 2 aunts that have wonderful, helpful, handy alcoholic husbands, and they indulge them and pretend like it's not a problem, but they drink every fucking day. And yeah, they're the sweetest, most productive types of alcoholics, but nonetheless, it's like, what has that done to like their relationship growth, and what has that done to them, like, their psyche? Like, they have to pretend like that doesn't bother them. Hey, and they've been doing it for 30 years or whatever. So like, apparently it works for some people, but it just don't work for me. It just don't work for me. So more of the C is saying, like, realign with your ancestors, get the healing in your life, get the balance in your life, and develop yourself and your inner power so that you can remedy your situations and all of that. So more of the C is definitely about like journeying and pilgrimage is and ocean, water, mother and female lineages, the mysteries, emotion, healing. Maybe your mom's an alcoholic. Maybe it's just like time to like heal some life situations, or detach so that you can live your inner power, your truth, live from your heart. The keywords for Holly is justice, protection, fighting strength, assertion and action, direction and purpose, vigor, balance, relationship, father, and paternity. So that's kind of interesting. Like, Sugar Maple has this message of balance. More, the C has the mother energy, and Holly has the father energy, and they're both reversed. So it's like, now's kind of maybe like a good prompting from the tree guides to say, let's get your life in balance and, deal with this stuff now. Create unity and wholeness. Encourage right relationship and patterns that are fair and balanced, right? Put aside your grievances. Go to the cemetery, and of all gravestones to stand on your heritage one. Stand on the one that says mill iron, and reminds you to do your forgiveness work, to either heal that or let it go, but nonetheless make yourself whole again, right? So it's these spiritual pilgrimages that we travel into, and experience gratitude for them, and love the lessons and all of that. So that's kind of what the trees want to talk to us about today. And they have other messages too, but we just focused on the reversed ones. And let's end with 2 different attunements from More the Sea, and then number 8, Holly. So More the Sea is definitely an interesting card. And it has to do with the moon goddesses and the great mother goddesses and all of that. And the deities, the totems for Holly are the swans and Matt and Toth. So very interesting. Okay, so anyways, we're just going to get our attunement and get on with our day because it is 11:23. 1, 2, 3. More the Sea, and then Holly. I am more the sea. I am the river, the lake, the pond, the brook, the stream, the waterway, the sea, and the ocean. I am the well. I am the water within your body and in your blood. I am the rain and the storm and your tears. I am life. I am your past, present, and future. I am all time and beyond time. I am your soul's journey. I am with you at the beginning, at birth, and remain with you to your ending, at death. I never cease to be. I go on forever, from form to form. I am consciousness and the formless. I am the God and the goddess, and I sustain you. I am the source and the animating mystery and power of life. You are a vessel for me. You are an expression of me. I am in love with you. I am without judgment, as I can only give you unconditional love. Allow your life and love to flow. Allow my spirit to love through you so that you can forgive yourself and others. Allow this flow to nurture you and nourish you. Drink deeply at the well of your soul and know that you are on purpose. Take shelter in my love, in my wisdom, and in my guidance. Let me fill you with refreshment and allow me to quench the thirst of your soul. I am always here. I am always everywhere. I am the center and the circumference, and I bless you. I am here to remind you that you too are indeed a loving God or goddess with great power and potential. Here as a steward to Mother Earth to create healing and beauty. It is only but one choice away from manifestation at any moment. I am the sturdy holly, and where I grow, you can expect my protection. If you find yourself in need of safety, imagine my shiny, sharp leaves. In your mind, grow a hedge of my trees around you. Allow me to protect and guard you. And if you feel dispirited, imagine my bright red berries and evergreen leaves that promise life, even in the dead of winter. I am a tree that promises renewal. I am here to remind you that this too shall pass. I also represent wholeness. In the Egyptian temple at Kom Ombo, there is a seat placed at the building's very center. One side of the temple is dedicated to Horus, the god of light. The other is dedicated to Sobek, the god of chaos. But from that central seat, the seat of neutrality, you can begin to understand wholeness, which allows you to move through situations with less judgment and attachment. Try sitting in this seat while you consider your situation. If you are placing your attention on the darkness in your life, return your mind to neutral. Breathe in unity. Breathe in wholeness. I almost feel bad coming in here with the clingity clang of the music, but wake up. It's time to live your life. It's time to come into who you are, to balance and walk that path of neutrality. That path of neutrality will set you in line with your inner power and in that place of wholeness and healedness and lovingness and unityness that you can live from your heart. So you are on the path of awakening. Your abilities are coming in. Your healing is ready to be restored now if there is any such left to do within you. For you to be in balance, for you to be in harmony, and for you to see the chaos and the light in conjunction with each other and not get so attached to either one in your life. Stay in that seat of neutrality. Look at your life through that, and see what kind of solutions you can come from that vantage point, from that focal point within. And that truly is the type of inner power that we are looking to attain, to know, to be solidified in, and to live our life from. And that will be the sweetest when we're living ourselves, living our lives from our heart space, and being able to be abundant and generous with everyone around us, even regardless of the struggle and strife that they've added to our lives. It's time to love everyone unconditionally, just like the more of the sea loves us. So on that note, y'all, thank you to the trees. Thank you for their guidance. And thank you to you too for sharing your journey along with me. This path of awakening, this path of inner power, and living from our hearts.